EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. And now, your defending Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles.
On the Cowboys sideline, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. A moment he will remember forever. His first game as a head coach in the National Football League. His counterpart on the Eagles sideline, Nick Sirianni. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The first of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Led his team to one of the best regular seasons in the NFL last season, but really elevated his play during the postseason, and once again was a monster in the Super Bowl. He's led his team to at least 11 wins in each of the last 3 seasons. We don't expect this year to be any different.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
For Eagles, first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They go play action with Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. This is Smith to the ground. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
At the 44-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 55 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things could be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Commanding the offense will be Lamar Jackson, the electric quarterback out of the University of Louisville.
And when I watch him play, all I think about is the word improvement. Every season in the league, he finds a way to get better and has become just as dynamic with his arm as he has with his legs. 41 touchdowns, just 4 interceptions in 2024. His big goal now, getting his team to a Super Bowl. Plenty of success during the regular season.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lamar Jackson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying the crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
These two teams all tied after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Great.
Hurts. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 74 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a receiving touchdown from Saquon Barkley. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half that's really giving him fits. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Back to throw. Jackson going to keep it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000 question, CD, but how do they contain him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can have him in. It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the second half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB is certainly in sight.
Jackson going to keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Lamar Jackson, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Aubrey now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be complete to Metchie. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This short throw caught by Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Out route, and it's complete to Brown. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So 3 points left on the table thanks to a great play there on special teams. They just couldn't protect long enough, Charles, to get that kick away.
Yeah, special teams coaches aren't just simply there to applaud, right? And they're not just there to encourage. They're there to find weaknesses where you can go block the kick. Give them big credit for that one. Good scouting, and they executed it well. And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
59-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando and Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think the coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
From the gun, Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Throwing is Jackson. Staying on his feet. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They go play action with Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got him on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead. This is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now it's Jackson. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Jackson going to keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, it's Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the third quarter. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Pass complete, Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They were down to their final 2 plays. They needed something to get them started. That was the one.
And it was a big one indeed, and so now they get a chance to continue to go downfield. Let's see if they go for a big one here.
He'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here we go. This is fourth down.
Great. Set.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. Then he checks this one down to Williams. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Here's Jackson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles now down 24-14. A little over 40 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
That's good for the Eagles.
And now he clocks it with 19 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Cowboys, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. Now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Giants next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. That'll do it.
What's happening? What's happening? Hey, it's your boy Lil Jon. The Pick Your Me Click. What's up, Phony? What's happening? What's up, Sean Paul? What's happening? Hey, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time now. About that time. Turn this thing on out. Now, let me see everybody do this. Hey, let's go. Snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Hey, snap your fingers, but do you still? You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Let me see you do it. Snap your fingers, then rock with it. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Go drop with it.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Today, an exciting battle in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. On the Giants sideline, there's a look at their head coach, Brian Zabel. These guys dropped their opener on the road last week, hoping for better fortunes here in week 2. Across the field, that's head coach of the Cowboys, Brian Schottenheimer. His guys were winners in week 1. You know they'd love to start the year with back-to-back jobs.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Glad to have you with us for this one, football fans. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt on the call. It's Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey with the honors. And off we go from Dallas. This makes it up to the 25. So now come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. They're led out by one of only a handful of quarterbacks, Brock, to eclipse 200 career starts. Those who covered him for a long time in Seattle, a 10-time Pro Bowl selection, Russell Wilson.
Hey, Kate, you don't have to look beyond his performance last week as really a root cause of their loss. I'm not saying the only cause. Others certainly had a hand in it, too. You aren't winning a lot of games in this league or any league if you turn it over 3 times, another touchdown to counteract them. A lot of room for him to improve this week.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First down.
A handoff to Tracy. Along the sideline past midfield. And he has this all the way across to the opposing 45. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
That's another Giants first down.
Ross off the play fake. The right side is caught by Robinson. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Now Wilson on the play fake. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 6.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down. The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, J.B. Gillen, for the kick. And this will force them to start inside the 20. That punt heads out at about the 15-yard line. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP-caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. And don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket. He's a franchise quarterback to build on.
1st and 10 from the 32.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Jackson to throw it. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And all the data lately has taught us really clearly, sacks, negative yardage plays, they not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Lamar now from the gun. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. By a man, he's in the clear. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down to the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 33 yards. That's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Now right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Escapes out to the left. He's keeping it. Shoots another one. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get some late points and the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Jukes away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At
Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. Russ now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. The Giants using their first timeout. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10.
Motioning the tight end left. 1st and 10. He keeps it on the option. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Starts his return from the 23. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Dallas sending its offense out for the 2nd time this game. They're up by 7. Let's see if they choose to rest on that and just go into the locker room. They go play fake with Jackson. Into the hands of Pickett. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield.
1st and 10.
On 1st down, Jackson. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
Cowboys first down.
Pistol snap to Jackson. He dodged the tackle. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Brock, it looked like it took the full defense a while to recognize that he was actually running with it. I think it limited their ability to stop what turned into a pretty impressive touchdown.
I think you're exactly right on this one, Kate. Not too many scrambles go this far for a touchdown. And you got to give some credit to the guys around him. None of those receivers, tight ends, well, they just sold it. They didn't look back at it. Had they, I think the defense is able to react and stop that touchdown. Instead, it's 6 big points on the board.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. So entering the locker room, it's got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. We enjoyed it so much last week, the EA folks said, hey, come back, let's do it again. So here we are, week 2. Let's get after it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. At Lambeau Field in Green Bay, the Packers at home to take on the Commanders. And it's the tight end, Tucker Kraft. He's going to look at the catch and then look upfield and watch this. 77 yards for the touchdown. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they play host to the Seattle Seahawks. And this is Kenneth Walker. He only needs a little bit of breathing room, and he knows what to do with it. The Seahawks, trying to bounce back from a Week 1 loss, they lead at the half. Lastly, let's get down to Miami, the Dolphins hosting the New England Patriots. And it's a guy who made big strides in his rookie season, Drake May. A great throw here, back right corner of the end zone, touchdown. This one's at halftime, and it's the Patriots lead by a field goal at halftime. We'll give you a look now at the remainder of the games in progress in the early window and what's still to come here in Week 2 of the National Football League regular season. In the game you're watching, we saw a couple of touchdowns in the first half. 14-0 is the score as we send you back out to the broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Gano ready to send this away. Fielded just shy of the end zone. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Here comes the Cowboy offense for the opening possession of the third. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Pressure coming. It's Jackson. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
You know, Kid, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
The first down pass. The tackle made by Bobby O'Hara.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long.
41-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. The Giants using their first timeout. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
In the red zone on first. Stays upright. Escapes a defender. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
The 3 touchdown games aren't unusual for a quarterback, but we normally see him through the air. His QB's legs have been a problem for this defense today.
Extra point for Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21.
Giants nothing. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. All the touchdowns have come from one side of the field, Brock. They're still looking for their first points of any kind in a game that has gotten out of hand. Finds his target, Robinson. Galloping inside the 40. He will go. Touchdown, through the arm. The Giants start the second half with some needed points. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone has worked his weight in goal to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
go, ready to send this away. Kick taken in here at the 17. Looks away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So Coach Brian Schottenheimer sending his Cowboys offense back to the field. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Lamar out of the pistol. Has some daylight through the 40. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And hopefully they don't come to regret using all 3 of theirs so early in the half. First and 10 from the 32. Lamar off the play fake. On it to the yearly, picked it. So couldn't hang on in the end. The offense got lucky on a risky throw there. It's second down.
Tyler Newman there defensively.
From the gun, Jackson. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Play action now with Jackson. And he's going to score a touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys stretch their lead on the final play of the third. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Starting out trips right here. First and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Cowboys closing in, and they get to it. Offense is hurrying, time running down.
Russell Wilson sacked. A loss of 7 yards. It's second down.
Wilson now from the gun. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. Offensive line fast.
Russell Wilson sacked.
Third and long for him here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. The Giants are set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward.
It's fourth down.
Punt taken at midfield. Dancing past him. And a nice return. He has him looking at a very short field now. The Cowboys and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Free play here. Let's see what he does. This one won't be wheeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Now, a great way for the offense to start the drive, Brock. A free 5 yards, and now a much shorter first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
And 5 yards to go.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Caught, nice game left side. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys put up even more points in a win. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. The Giants offense all set to get started. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Wilson with it on first. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while, you know.
And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends him backwards ahead of 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Air it out on 3rd. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
And the Giants.
Wilson on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once more, it's Wilson. And this won't be caught. The clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. 3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
A loss of 8 yards.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
It's a turnover.
This undoubtedly the final snap of a decided contest. They're going to pass it here. And this one is launched downfield. And it's incomplete. Kept the pedal down, though, the whole way, still taking shots until the very last play. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.